Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the American League East, Dwight Gooden earned win number 7 this season, helping lead Tampa Bay over the Mets 7-4. He is among the AL leaders in wins. Dan Uggla drove in 4, helping lead the Marlins to a victory over the Yankees 4-2. The Astros put together 10 total hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 5-0. In other Astros news, catcher Roberto Perez has been placed on the 10-day injured list. He's got a wrist fracture. The Red Sox allowed only 5 hits in the game as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 5-1. The St. Louis Cardinals sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 9-4. The Royals amassed 14 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Angels 8-7. Also from Kansas City, catcher Ben Rortvedt has been placed on waivers by the club. Daniel Norris got win number 1 on the year, helping lead the Tigers past the Twins 4-2. In other Twins news, shortstop Andrelton Simmons will be out of action for at least 10 days as he's been placed on the injured list. He's dealing with a dislocated shoulder. Also in news from Detroit, second baseman Chad De La Guerra is listed as day-to-day but is not expected to see any time on the IL. They're calling it an ankle sprain. Lucas Giolito got his second W of the season as the White Sox claimed victory over the A's 3-2. Edgar Martinez had a day to remember, amassing an impressive 7 RBIs at the plate, helping Seattle take care of the Rangers 19-9. Mel Rojas collected win number 2 on the year, leading the Nats past Cincinnati 7-6. Blake Snell collected win number 3 this year, helping lead the Friars to a win over the Brewers 5-2. DJ LeMahieu plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies, leading the Rockies to a win against the Braves 11-7. He has now hit safely in 7 straight games. The Dodgers hit 3 long balls as they sank the visiting Buccos 7-4. The San Francisco Giants totaled 13 hits as a team as they walked off in dramatic fashion against the Phillies 6-5. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.
It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next. Yonny Chirinos will be the starter for the Rays in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
And stepping in, Jose Reyes. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Now the first pitch. Liner in there for a base hit. And immediately the Rays now have to deal with a real burner standing at first base.
Batting second, the first baseman, number 17, Keith Hernandez.
And that brings up the former MVP, Keith Hernandez. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
And now a ball hit pretty well down that right field line. This has some carry to it, and it is gone. Home run. So a two-run homer down the line in right field. Third home run for him on the year as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Batting third.
Into the box, Mike Piazza, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Stepping in now, Rusty Staub, as he'll take a look at ball one. The average coming into play right at 320. 15 long balls, 39 driven in. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Still only one out in the inning. One and two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The next 1-2 pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
See a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. Next, it'll be Harmon Killebrew. He went deep last night twice, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires. Striding in is Carl Crawford. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Rays.
Now a hard liner. This is foul for the first strike. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, great job by the offense right here to put a number up on the board and allow this young gun to go out on the mound, relax a little bit, and establish that good fastball.
And a diving try in left, but he can't come up with it. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. Crawford takes the turn at third. He wants it all. The tag, and he's in there. As they cut their deficit in half, it's a 2-1 game now.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get...
There's ball 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
And a rather interesting decision here is they'll put him on and move the runner into scoring position now. Now the first pitch. Anthony Rizzo swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they were losers last time. This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores from second to make it a 2-2 ball game now.
Batting fifth, not shortstop, Alex Rodriguez.
Indication from the dugout of an intentional pass, and that will load the bases here and set up the force at the plate.
The designated hitter.
So now into the box is Bryce Harper. And a great chance here for the Rays to add on in just the first inning. From the stretch. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Jordan on third, Rizzo at second, Rodriguez at first with no outs. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Again, another foul ball.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
On a line to shortstop. Now they tag him out between second and third, and it's a double play.
Batting seventh, the left fielder.
And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
So now here is Greg Vaughn looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. Looking to minimize the damage here.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
2 balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Two balls and a strike.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
The set and the 2-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Now a throw over to first. Runners back. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Here's a look over to first, and he's back in standing. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
And now Victor Martinez. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6. First pitch on its way. Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
The set and the 2-0. Fouled off. The 2-1. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been, as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. Second inning coming up here in South Florida, and we are tied 2-2. All set for the start of the inning, and next it'll be the outfielder, Dave Kingman.
Dave Kingman.
Now here's the first offering. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Splitter, 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ready with the payoff pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Liner towards second, but this will be gloved out there at second, as he didn't have far to go for the out.
Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
Standing in now, Robinson Cano, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 268 the average for him coming in. 3 homers and 16 RBIs. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
That's the splitter there, but it misses. 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Boy, that's a really good pitch, Mark, right there, down in the zone. That's when, as a pitcher, you just kind of have to shake your head and tip your cap to the batter.
Yeah, right there. You're looking to just either foul that off or stay in there and survive. He found a way to not only stay in there and survive, but drive it up the middle for a knock.
At the plate now, David Wright, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Wright, originally from the state of Virginia. This is his second year as a major leaguer. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Ball in.
Runner at first here with one away in a 2-2 ball game. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch.
That's ball 2.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's the heavy sinker right there. He has the ability to get ground balls when he needs them, potential double play situations, or to get that jam job with no one on base, that tapper right back to the pitcher. One of the toughest pitches to hit in the game.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. 2-2 pitch is fouled away.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
The 2-2 one more time. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. A ball that's carrying. And this one bounds around against the wall.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
So now to the plate, Carlos Beltran batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Down the third baseline. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And the second run will come across to score as they take the lead here 4-2.
Always nice to get some run production from the bottom of your order, right? That double brings in 2 runs, and the top of the order is coming up here. This could really be a big inning.
A throw behind the runner at second. Runner back safely. To the plate now, Jose Reyes. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He singled in his first AB. Good lead off a second there, now the pitch. This pitch is popped up. Brett is over now, and he's got it for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 17, Keith Hernandez.
So a man at second here with 2 away, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Keith Hernandez. Here's the first pitch.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Now a look and a throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back in. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Mets out in front, 4-2. So now to the plate, Brandon Lau. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
First offering on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Into the box, Carl Crawford. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he takes a called strike 1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
A full count to the Rays center fielder. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Count remains full. Popped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The next 3-2.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Softly hit toward the hole. And he'll just run this thing over to first himself for the unassisted out.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the third baseman, George Brett.
Digging in next, George Brett. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So that keeps the bottom of the second going.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. Hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Michael Jordan is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and he'll dive back in. Brett is off of first with 2 away. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder, and he makes the catch in the corner. Rays strand just the 1. They trail it here 4-2. Now to the plate, Mike Piazza struck out in his first at-bat.
The catcher, Mike Piazza.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
Fouled away. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Vaughn is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Rusty Staub.
Stepping in next, Rusty Staub. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the AB now. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Called strike 0-2. Third inning here, already 4-2 our score. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And they'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the 3rd.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Harmon Killebrew.
Next for the Mets, Harmon Killebrew looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder. Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
2 balls and no strikes to the Mets DH.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, Dero, that's just what you want to do.
Now
Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Stepping in now, Dave Kingman. A ball and no strikes. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0 home is chased out of the zone for strike one. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
His heart sank right there when that ball met the bat, but just had him out front just enough to give him another shot.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mets leave one, but they still lead this one 4-2.
We're back now as the Rays are preparing for their at-bats here in the 3rd inning, and this lineup has been a huge bright spot for the ball club this season. In fact, with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in all of Major League Baseball, it's probably safe to say they have the absolute best offense in the sport these days. As one player told me earlier, yeah, I mean, you don't have to dig too deep into the stats to understand the level we're playing at. We have a special group, we know it, and we still think we can get better.
And
safe to say no one else around the league hopes they can,
the
guys.
first baseman.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Rizzo.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Rizzo is really a rare talent in this sport, a true 5-tool player, as they say, which means he can make an impact in a game at any time. Really a joy to watch, not someone you want to take your eye off of.
Yeah, this guy's worth the price of a ticket. Just to watch his tool set, but not only that, the way he grinds at the plate, the way he battles defensively, this guy is one of the true superstars in our game.
2-0 count, the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard. Already 2 hits in the ballgame as he's on base here in the home 3rd. And as we call on the team leaderboard, you can see that he currently leads the Rays in that category. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. In now, Alex Rodriguez. And he lays off there 1-0. His first plate appearance resulted in an intentional walk. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Rizzo aboard here at first with nobody out. He's running. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Well, that stolen base was about as bang as they come, and his show track demonstrates to us right here it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Bryce Harper.
So one gone with a runner at third, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. From the stretch, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home.
2 balls, 1 strike.
1 out and a runner on third. And it's fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And another foul ball.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the
The left
inning.
fielder,
He was
number
definitely
2,
pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Standing in now, Greg Vaughn. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. At batting average, boy, pushing very close to 400. 8 home runs and 36 RBIs. Here comes the 1-0. Popped him up. Right is there. And he makes the catch to retire the side. 1 left for Tampa. Still down by a count of 4-2. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Stepping up is Robinson Cano. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Robinson Cano.
He's set. Here it comes. As he'll take a look at a sinker here. Too low for ball 1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ripped down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. chopper to short. Reined in. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
The third baseman, number 5, David Wright.
Next to hit is David Wright. He doubled his last time up.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
Softly hit toward the hole. And that's the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Carlos Beltran.
Next to dig in, Carlos Beltran. He doubled home a pair his last time up. First offering on its way. No balls and one strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Mets go down 1-2-3 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Stepping in once again is Victor Martinez. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
First pitch of the AB on its way. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0.
Inside, ball 2.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Cano has a play. 1 away.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Brandon Lowe.
So the next to bat will be Brandon Lowe. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Line down the left field line. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
1-1.
Count 1-1.
Here's the pitch.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Misses, ball 2.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
We're in the fourth inning of a 4-2 ball game. Skied into very shallow right. Staub will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Carl Crawford.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Carl Crawford. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
You have to be careful. You can't sleep on the bunt right here, even with 2 outs. They're playing him back, but this guy can handle the bat.
1-1 the count. Two and one to the Rays leadoff batter. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
Here now the 2-2.
Helpful.
Goes the other way as this is line to left. Kingman gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Mets lead it 4-2. Ryan Yarbrough will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Ryan Yarbrough.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And stepping up as the shortstop, Jose Reyes.
Jose Reyes.
First pitch on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Well, he hit that one pretty well all the way out to the warning track, and clearly there's some hard dirt out there because that ball bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
So now to the plate, Keith Hernandez. Pops this one up. Martinez waits on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, catcher Mike Piazza.
Now at the plate, Mike Piazza. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the AB now. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Taken in by Brett. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Rusty Staub. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. 2 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball, 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here comes the 1-2. sent out to straightaway center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Mets lead this one 5-2. Now to the plate, here is George Brett. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the 1st inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Here it comes. High in the air down the right field line. Staub is over a few steps as he puts it away for the 1st out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Michael Jordan.
Now it'll be Michael Jordan. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Hernandez in foul ground. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Now here's the pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Hit down the third baseline.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Fouled off. Here's another 1-2. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Rays go in order 1-2-3. They trail 5-2. Striding forward now is the DH, Harmon Killebrew. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. Now here's the first offering. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Andrew Kittredge is forced onto the mound now following the injury.
Number 36, Andrew Dixon.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Here comes the 1-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
At the plate now, Dave Kingman. And he takes ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fouled away. (5-2) is our score here in inning number 6. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Here now the 2-2. And it's another case. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box, Robinson Cano, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. That's inside. 2-0. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. Down in order go the Mets, and it remains 5-2. Leading off the inning, it'll be Alex Rodriguez, and they could use a spark from him here.
The shortstop, Alex.
First pitch on the way.
Rodriguez.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
0-1 count and the pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Hit well on the ground to first. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Rodriguez on at first, nobody out. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
At the plate, Greg Vaughn. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a throw over, and the runner back safely. The 1-0.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Set and the 1-1 pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. The 2-1. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. This one's flared toward left center. Reyes takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting, the catcher, Victor Martinez.
Next to stand in is Victor Martinez, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Cano has got it, and the side is retired. Rays strand just the 1, and the deficit remains 5-2. Now to bat, David Wright grounded out in his last at bat.
The third baseman, David Wright.
First pitch on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offense. Looks like a knock's a knock.
Stepping in now, Carlos Beltran, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Left center, base hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Into the box now, Jose Reyes, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. That evens it up 1-1. From the stretch. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Popped him up. Martinez is over to take a look, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
And this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Here now the 2-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Full count still. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Keith Hernandez will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. From the belt, the pitch.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Right, the runner at third. Beltran on second. Reyes on at first with nobody out. Lifted the other way out to left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And they'll add one more on the sacrifice fly as this is now a 6-2 ball game.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Next up for New York, Mike Piazza. He grounded out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too. See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there. But he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
A pause and the 0-2. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Rusty Stop.
Next, it'll be Rusty Staub. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. Time to get up and stretch here in Miami. Mets out in front, 6-2. Hawkins will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 32.
Digging in will be Brandon Lau. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
The second baseman, Brandon Lau.
First pitch on its way.
Nope. That's inside.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
The count's 1-1.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1. Carl Crawford waits on deck. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
And that hole at that, I feel like you really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Carl Crawford. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Has a look. Now the pitch. And it's fouled away. Oh, and 2. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Hader caught too much of the zone.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball 1.
Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Joe Brett.
In now, George Brett, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. On a line to shortstop, and the runner gets back. No double play.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the right fielder, Michael Jordan.
Has a look, now the pitch. As he'll take a first pitch curveball right down the middle for strike one.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
The 0-1 delivery. Into center field, line drive base hit. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game, as he has been on fire this month.
You know what, Matty? I don't see it ending anytime soon. We got to take a look at the upcoming matchups, but this guy is absolutely locked in the plate, and I don't think anybody gets him to lose his toehold right now.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and with men on base and two away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Trying to hang a zero. Here's the pitch.
Off the plate, ball one. Ball, that's it.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Two balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with two strikes.
Had to be sitting something hard right there, because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
Here now the 2-2.
Down to 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Hit hard on the ground at first. And the two-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Rays strand a pair. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Jorge Ruiz will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season.
Jorge Ruiz.
Ready to begin the eighth, and here is the killer, Harmon Killebrew.
The designated hitter, Harmon.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0.
That's ball two. Ball, no strike.
Drilled right back up the middle and into center field. A base hit, so early trouble here to start the eighth inning.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
Kingman.
Standing in now, Dave Kingman, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. back up the middle. Scooped up, one there. On to Rizzo at first, and they get them both.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Up next, Robinson Cano. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now the first pitch. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball that time.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
To the plate now, David Wright. 0-1 the count. 6 runs, 11 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. From the stretch. Swing and a little blooper to center. In comes the center fielder. He can't get to it. This one's down. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Yeah, now they're looking at a 5-run deficit, and that doesn't bode very well for them, especially considering that they've only been able to scratch a couple of runs across the entire game. If this isn't the end, they can definitely see it from here.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. 2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Right, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now here's a drive out to right center field. Wright rounds the corner and is headed home. The relay throw, the tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired.
Leading off for the Rays.
At the plate, Alex Rodriguez, as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. Here's the 0-2. On, he pops it up. Hernandez into foul territory, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Here's Bryce Harper now, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Two 2-0 now. 3-0 now. One out, nobody on. Hot shot down the line. Foul. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
First pitch on its way.
Hey!
And there's ball 1. Bouncer up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. But he'll recover to get the force at second. A fantastic play. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single. Next up, Victor Martinez. He flew out in his last AB. From the stretch.
Hey!
Oh, 1. Here's the pitch.
1-1.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is all set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Jose Reyes. And that one yanked just foul. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, Keith Hernandez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home. Hard ground ball to third. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. Lau has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 10, Rusty Staub.
Next up is Rusty Staub, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
2-0 count. Here it comes. High in the air down the right field line. Jordan finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Mets strand one, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. Carl Edwards Jr. A right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Carl Edwards Jr.
So here is Brandon Lau. It was a walk in his last trip. Can't say that I see the logic in this one, but they'll go ahead and intentionally walk the leadoff batter. And a rather interesting decision here is they'll put him on and move the runner into scoring position now. So next to bat will be George Brett. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, man.
And a surprising intentional walk here from the dugout, as that will now load the bases.
The batter.
First pitch on the way. A little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. A 1 pitch on its way. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment.
1 run scores. And the second run will score as well.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one, he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point. He was able to get a hit.
Anthony.
First offering on its way. Ready with the 0-1. And this one will be fouled back in among the fans. From the stretch. Again, he sends it out of play.
Hey, I noticed pitcher's getting ahead right here. He's got the hitter down 0-2. But to this guy in the box, might want to just live on the corners a little bit more. You keep missing down the middle, something's not coming back.
A run in. Here's a second runner around third. Now the relay home. And he's safe. Big spot here, and it'll be Alex Rodriguez. Though they might pitch around him here with a couple of bases empty. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone, strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Fouled off.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Lined into right field, and it's going to get down. A base hit. Scoring is the runner from third, and that'll cut the lead down to 1.
All right, here we go. RBI base hit to cut the lead in half. Get the crowd. Maybe that leads to an offensive explosion. We'll see.
Bryce Harper is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. You just have to keep throwing strikes and believe soon.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a 1-run game, so that's a little risky. But, hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
And hold everything, folks, as this is going to tie the ball game. And that's going to plate the tying run from second as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
Boy, Gabriel, talk about definition of clutch coming up in the 9th and delivering a game-tying RBI base hit.
Yeah, what a huge at-bat right there. As a former offensive player, these are the moments you live for. Runners in scoring position, bottom of the 9th inning, and you're able to come through for the team. Let's see if they can continue on.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Possible winning run 90 feet away with nobody out. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. Back up the middle. And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit. Rays win. Rays win. Rays win. And they do it in walk-off style.
Hey, heading into the 9th, I'm sure that the odds of them coming back to win this one had to be about slim to none. But they didn't try to get all 4 runs back with 1 swing or 1 at bat. They just got to work, and the next thing you know, they score 4 to win the darn thing. All I can say is, wow.
A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. Tampa Bay rack up a division-leading 40th victory of the season. Jorge Ruiz claims the win out of the pen, his first. Carl Edwards Jr. allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Rays, 9 runs, 11 hits. No errors, they left 9 runners on base. For the Mets, 8 runs on 14 hits. No errors, they left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.